Hello, everyone, and welcome to Introduction to Graduate Studies in Advanced Standing Social Work. I'm Dr. Jeleni Marquez, and I'm excited to be part of this course with you. This is the very beginning of your journey with us at GCU, and we're really, really excited for you. I wanted to get into a little bit of introduction about myself in hopes that you also share a little bit about you in our introduction to your classmates. My background sits at the intersection social work, psychology, behavioral health, trauma-informed care, crisis intervention, and higher education. I hold a PhD in psychology with a specialization in health psychology and clinical work, and I'm also a licensed clinical social worker and across my career, I've had the pleasure of working in community settings. I am also a former law enforcement officer, and I've spent a lot of work and time in clinical practice, health consultation, psychotherapy, and crisis response. I'm really excited to be part of this journey with you because this is the very beginning. This course is designed to orient you into our graduate studies and learning at Grand Canyon University. This is where you begin emphasizing all that work and developing and strengthening your skills to be a successful graduate student. And it really gives you the tools that you need to begin that work in licensure following graduation and utilizing these tools to be able to help you be a better social worker. So I want you to begin this course by navigating through the different areas of the course, and I wanted to share a little bit of what that looks like. So let me go into just a little bit of what that would look like for you as you navigate the course. When you open up your class, you'll notice on the left side of the class, you have different areas where you want to explore and you want to look at. You want you to look at the calendar, you want you to become familiar with the different components of the environment. You will want to start first with your syllabus. You want to go into grade book to kind of just look at what you've done so far, discussion forums. I have a few different things in there that I've added under discussions that you might want to look at. And then you'll notice that our classroom is divided into 4 weeks, which is divided into topics. Notice each topic area counts as a week. So our week begins on a Thursday and always ends on Wednesdays. I then want you to look at what our first topic will explore. You'll locate this on the left side of your classroom. And what this week one looks like is you'll be exploring how to be a graduate student, a successful graduate student at GCU. So you will look at different components of the online learning environment. We'll begin looking at graduate and undergraduate academic experience and discussing the value of building community through collaboration, and also analyzing how Title IX affects university students. So you'll notice that you have a summary of current course content knowledge. Look at this area, participate, you go into that discussion and look at what weekly objectives you have prior knowledge about and share that with your classmates. Which weekly objectives you have no prior knowledge of, and what course related topics you'll like to discuss with your instructor and classmates. As you continue, you'll notice you have 3 areas where you want to engage with your classmates. Topic 1, discussion 1, discussion 2, and discussion 3. And you'll notice the explanation of what you have to do and different requirements for this. And we'll go into a little bit of what that participation requirement looks like. Then you'll go into your first assignment. which is paraphrasing practice paper. And you'll have to locate resources on the right side of your course, right? You want to select one NASW article from those resources and write a 450 to 600 word paper, identifying 3 key points from the article. Okay. What you want to do is you want to paraphrase your the ideas. You don't want to directly have quotes put in there or just directly put information from the article. What you want to do instead is paraphrase. You must include your in-text citations, and you must include your references. So important reminders: don't use direct quotations. Demonstrate an understanding by explaining concepts in your own words, and include a complete APA reference citation for the article. That will be your last page on that paper. It's your reference page. You follow APA 7th edition and you submit through Lopes Right. A good tip is that good paraphrasing changes both the wording and sentence structure while maintaining the author's original meaning. Then you have a reflective foundations for social work practice paper. This is a little bit more extensive. This is 500 to 700 words. And what you want to do is reflect on your own motivations, professional goals, and ethical foundation as you begin your program. You want to talk about motivation, expectations, values, and ethics, and also collaboration. So again, requirements are 500 to 700 words, professional academic writing. You will use first person, meaning you will use you will use your voice in this reflection. You will always include in-text citations, right? To maybe go back to the NASW Code of Ethics if you're using that. And you must include an additional scholarly resource from the library. Some of the success tips for this assignment is to be reflective. You don't want to be too descriptive. You want to reflect on your journey. You want to connect personal experiences, demonstrating understanding of social work values and ethics, and explain why collaboration is essential to effective social work practice. And one last reminder for your participation is you must participate with your classmates on 3 different days of the week. And these responses must be substantive in nature. It must add to what your classmates talking about. It must expand on that concept. You may find that I add different areas of opportunities for you to explore discussion. And so beyond that question that you have for the week, I may add different things for your opportunity to discuss what it looks like, to an opportunity to add to these 20 points, which is the maximum number of points for your participation. So I'm really excited to have you here. If you need to reach me, my information is on the announcements, and I will be sending you also a welcome to the class. Welcome again, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye.